Hola amigos, this is Somved and welcome to CodePipe. Today we are going to see how we can share our content on social media using Django. Let's get started. First of all, let me show you my setup. This is a simple page which I am going to share using Django-social share. We have not included any buttons to share yet. Coming to our editor, this is our home.html where we are providing the information like this is homepage, an image and a random text. And this is a very simple Django application. If we are looking for sharing content on social media, I assume that we have some basic info about Django. So let's get started. First of all, we will close the server. We will install a library from Django or Python which is Django social share. Notice that I am already into my virtual environment. It is always convenient and advised to use a virtual environment. So we have successfully installed Django Social Share. Now what we will do is we will go to our settings.py and we will add it to our installed apps. In apps we have to write Django underscore social underscore share. Let's save it. After this we just have to check one thing. We will go to our templates and we have to check if this one is available or not, which will be Django template context processors request. This should be there in the settings.py. If it is not there, we need to put it. Since it is already there, we need not to worry about it. This is all we have to do in settings.py. We will go to our home.html. Here we will add a tag using which we can share to Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. We can even mail, we can share it to Telegram, etc. But before making a button that will be used to share the content, we need to load our Django social share. For that, on the top, we will do one thing. We will add this line, which will be load social share. Now under this text, we will use a tag, something like this. We are going to share it on Twitter. The text will be new song, whatever the object title we are providing, check it out. This is default and this is default. So since this is template tagging, I would cancel this and let's say awesome song. So this is all we have to do in HTML page. Load our social share and make a template tag which will post to Twitter or post to Facebook. Now one interesting thing is if we are running it on our local machine, it will not share. Let me show you. This is our home page. If we refresh, so here we are getting post to Twitter button. If I click here, it is giving us the option to share, but notice the website or the path is of our local server, so which does not make any sense. For that, what we will do is we will look for something called as ngok. So ngok.com. So what ngok will do is ngok will provide us a public URL for temporary purpose. Here we will download the ngok. We can download it anywhere. It will be downloaded as zip. We will go to the folder, unzip it, and we will get ngok.exe. Now what we have to do is we will open the command prompt. Here we will go to the folder. I downloaded the ngok in this folder, and if we check for dir or directory, we can see we have ngrok.exe. Now what we have to do is we have to write ngrok http and our server. So we are hosting it on 8000. So we will write 8000. If we press enter, it will say connecting and it will say online. Now our localhost 8000 is provided with a temporary public URL. If we copy this, go to the browser, paste this. Here we are getting error for HTTP host header. So we will copy this, go to our settings.py. We will look for allowed host. We can put it here. Or another thing we can do is we can put a star here so that it will allow everything. So let me go with star. If we refresh this ngrok ID, we can see now we have a public URL on which our page is loaded. So I will say post to Twitter. Now we are getting an URL from ngrok. Let's tweet. It is giving us some error, but never mind, we'll go for Facebook. To share it on Facebook, we will go to our home.html and we will put this tag here which will say post to Facebook. Now let's refresh our page. We can see we have post to Facebook. So let's try this out. Here we can see we have the Facebook open. Now let's say test share social post to Facebook. It is shared. Now let's check our profile, and here we can see we have our post on the Facebook. If we click on this, we will be redirected to the ngok page. So this is how we share our content on social media. One thing to notice here is we are getting a text here. Maybe we want a button, or maybe we want something else in place of this. For that, let me take you to the documentation of Django Social Share. So if we search for Django Social Share, we will get one link from pypi.org. If we click on it, we can see that we can share it on Twitter, Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Telegram, WhatsApp, Pinterest, etc. And we have gone through the installation. We have installed, we have put it in the installed apps, we have checked for the templates. These all are the tags using which we can share on different platforms. Now we were talking about the customization of buttons. So for that, if we scroll down, we can see one option, template. So wherever we have installed our Django social share, we have to go to template tags. We have to go to post to Twitter or post to Facebook.html, and we can change whatever we want. As we can see, documentation also provided that we can override them. We saw how we can use Django social share to share our content on social platforms. Then we saw how we can use ngok to get a public URL for our application. Let's say if I want to share it, or if I want to show it to someone, we can use ngok. With this, I conclude my video. If the video was informational, leave a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you are coming again, don't forget to hit the notification bell. Do support us on Patreon. It means a lot. We will meet very soon with a new video. Until then, this is Somvir taking your leave. Adios.